So all what we have right now is this automation. So let me show you this how this work. So first thing is schedule trigger, and this schedule trigger is going to trigger this workflow. Okay, set, you can set it to 1 hour or 2 hours yourself. Okay, so I'm going to write a note for this. Okay, this trigger for this is going to set it for let's say um you can change this you can change this to your whatever time you want. So now we have these can change it to whatever time you want. Okay, and we also have this one which is called the let me enlarge this thing small. So when you run it, we are going to have this Google Sheets, okay? And inside this Google Sheets, okay, we have what we call the LinkedIn automation, which is the script we created, which is the script we created. Okay, so here is the script. I'm going to click on it and it's going to show it right now. This is how I build the script, and I'm also going to make the script available for you guys and also the workflow for you guys. So how does this script work? We have the status, we have the done, and we have the pending. Done means this thing has been posted. Pending is it has not been posted. And the reason why we automate this thing is to make it work better. And also we rename this thing and we name this one too. So I'm going to make this one actually shareable for everyone. Okay, for you guys to get access to these things. Okay, so let me just do a small things here. So let's go here. Um, so um, the Google Doc link. So let's see Google Doc link is going to be here. Okay, I'm just going to copy it and make it shareable. Okay, make it shareable for everyone to get access to this thing. Okay, I don't know why it's not sharing with anyone. So you can duplicate it. If you want to duplicate it, just go here, files, and click on make a copy. So make a copy unless you won't be able to do anything. So let me just place it here. So I've make it downloadable to uh to anyone. Okay. So I've made this thing downloadable to anyone to do it. And then automation workflow. So this is what happened right here. Okay, we have this Google Sheet right here. This is going to get our information inside here. So you are going to post whatever you want to post on your social media here, and this thing is going to go out there and give us to get all rows and make sure it's going to get the one that is only pending. Okay, it's going to get the one that is only pending. So we set the status to pending. Okay, we set the status to pending. This is how it works, and we have these limits. So let's say you fill these all these columns with content. You don't want to get the content all at the same time. So you don't want to get the content at the same time. You want the content to be one. That is why we limit. So get one post. So I'm going to change this one to get only one post. Okay, from sheets. Okay, so we're going to get only one post from the Google Sheets, and this is our Google Sheet that this is going to get all information from our Google Sheet. Okay, get all pending posts, pending posts on Google Sheets. Okay, it's going to get all pending Google posts from our Google Sheets. Now we have this one which is called the LinkedIn. Okay, we have this one which is called the LinkedIn. So we edit the LinkedIn. So just showing you how this thing is working. Okay, after this one has get the result, okay, we get the post. After getting the post, we are going to make sure that the post only get one post which is pending from this Google Sheets. Okay, and after it has get the point, we are going to post this thing onto our LinkedIn account. Okay, we are going to post this into our LinkedIn account, and we are going to update the Google Sheets and make sure it's done. Okay, update Google Sheets, update Google Sheets. So we are going to update the Google Sheet to tell that this is done. Okay, so update Google Sheets, Google Sheets done. So first thing is, what do you need? You need only two things for this thing to work. We need what we called uh, the um, the Google Sheet authentication. So we need what we call, what is not, why is it not loading? So I think this thing is disconnected. Wow, wow, wow. I can't even save any of this. So let me just copy it and I'm going to reload it. I think it's my network that is doing some kind of things I don't like here. Okay. So how does this thing actually work? First thing, we set a trigger and make sure this thing is running every 1 hour to post our content, which is also um, too high for me. So we are setting it to 1 day. So this is going to post one post daily and it's going to get content from here. The content we have already been posted by you here. Okay. And after this thing, it's going to limit it with one post. And after it limits it with one post, let's save it. And after it limits it with one post, we are going to create our LinkedIn and get our LinkedIn API. So how do you can you create your LinkedIn API? So you have to go to developer LinkedIn, linkedin.com/developer.har. Okay, so I'm going to set this one too for you guys to access this thing. Okay, um, I'm going to just change this thing on to requirement for you guys. So um, so um, LinkedIn, LinkedIn developer. So I think that is okay for us. So you're going to get this one, and when you get to the end, just find what we call my app. So if you see my after you see my app, you are going to create my app. Okay, you are going to create my app, or you can just watch the videos on how you can create your app. So go to my app. If you don't have any app, it's going to tell you that you don't have any app. Okay, you can just click on create an app, the app you want to use. So n8n automation, you have to create a company. Okay, as you can see, third-party enterprise developer, the company you selected will be associated with your app. Verification will be done by the admin. Please note, this cannot be a member pages. Okay, so you can create a new LinkedIn page using this one. So if you want to use URL, use any URL that you want, upload a logo and agree. And after you have agreed to this, okay, after you have create the app, so this is my example of the app, you are going to see it after you have verified your LinkedIn pages, okay. And if you want to see something like the automation. So we have you need this client ID. You are going to be posting it here. Okay. You're going to be posting your client's ID here. This is my callback URL in which I set here. Okay. Authorized URL, I set it here. Can you see? I said I copy this primary key and I posted it in this secret client key and unload this thing. Okay. So after that has been done, it show me my names and I set the post. Okay. I'm going to run this post again. Okay. So after you are done with this, you have to go to your product. Let's see. I think it's products. You have to go to your products. I think you have to go to your product to do something. And after you get to your product, make sure you set this one live event, request access. Um, as you can see, member data possibilities. Just make sure you on this. Okay, on this one, and also share post on LinkedIn and sign in. Make sure you activate all of these. Okay, you are going to see it right here. So after you have activated, let us get a post. So I'm going to get a random post from maybe Twitter. Um, so I'm just going to post it right here. So now we have to post right now. Okay, let me do some edits to this page. I'm going to format it and convert it to wrap. Okay, so now we have to post that is not posted. Okay, now let us activate this workflow. So I'm going to activate it one by one. So we set the post trigger. After setting the post trigger, and we are going to get this content. As you can see, status pending. So get the content is going to get all posts that are pending. Now we have to post. Okay, we have to post that have the post here. Okay, so after we get the post, we are going to set and get only one post, like I said. So it gets the row number 3 post. And after you get to the number 3 post, we are now I drag this post, okay, here to make sure it posts and make sure this one is none. Okay, since we don't have any image, maybe in the next video we are going to do an advanced of this. Okay, maybe we can use an AI generated workflow. Now let's click on test. After we click on test, it has already shared our content now. So let us go to my profile or go to LinkedIn to check. So right now on LinkedIn, you are going to see the poll here. As you can see, base is no code automation, blah, 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 86. Now, we want to make sure that this thing will not be posted again. This thing will not be posted again. And we are going to update our Google Sheets. Okay, click on update our Google Sheets, and this one is going to be set to done. As you can see, it's not going to post this thing ever and ever again. Okay, so if you want this thing to be running 24/7, all you just need to do is to click on activate. After you have activated this thing, you won't have any issue again. After you have activated this thing, you won't have any issue again. So this is how the LinkedIn automation work. Instead of paying high amount of money for this workflow, you can set this and forget it yourself. Like all you just need to do, go there and load it with your content. Okay. So if you want to enlarge this, okay, you want to enlarge this thing. Let me just set one this. You want to enlarge this, just click on this content and drag it down. Okay, maybe you want to post like over 200-300 content, just drag it down like this. Okay, so you want to click on this and drag this point down. Okay, depending is going to available. But now what I actually want to do for us to get this post is make sure these I want to set a value right now. Instead of we getting this row number, I want to add a filter and make sure the post is no. Let me just delete this. This won't work here. I think it's going to add I think it's not here. So let us leave it like that and don't let us disrupt anything. So let's leave it like that. So that is how the n8n workflow automation works. Thanks for watching and do have a nice day.